Mages are one of the strongest and one of the most accessible classes in the game called Call of Dragons. Mages are really excellent in open field, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how we can make a biggest use of mages. Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Tyrios and I would like to introduce you to my channel. This channel will be mostly for Call of Dragons content, but I am not denying myself from other games. My goal with this channel is going to be making guides for you guys, making the best of units, heroes and stuff in Call of Dragons. I am going to talk about a lot of stuff about how to play free to play, low spender, spender, etc. First, I would like to apologize a little bit because I'm not native English speaker, so sometimes my English won't be as good as it would be, as it should be. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And yeah, in today's video we are going to talk about mages. Mages are really excellent units which excel because of certain things, and I'm going to show you this little guide I created. So this is the little guide I created. This is a little spreadsheet for mages. I would call it maybe a cheat sheet. So with mages, we have some advantages. The advantages of mages are huge damage. Mages are excellent in dealing magic damage, and magic damage is really great against infantry units. And we will talk about infantry units and about importance of other units in other videos. But infantry units are mostly resistant to physical damage, and that's why mages are really great because you can deal a lot of damage to those infantry units by this magical damage. Also, the huge damage comes also from the fact that a lot of mages deal splash damage, so that's why they are excellent in open field because their skills are AoE. So you hit one target and the splash damage comes to two other targets. So that's really great. Then you have big range. Mages have the biggest range in the game currently, so that can be used for tons of things. So, for example, for dealing damage from safe distance, also from supporting your units, which I'm going to talk about as well later on about supports. And accessibility, I'm sorry, what does that mean? Mages are really easy to get. When you are free-to-play player, you get Voldir when you pick the League of Order, and then Alvin is epic hero, and even with this combination, you are pretty usable in the battlefield. Also, you can use Atius, really great hero as well. I'm missing one hero, which I really like for mages, and I will show you in other spreadsheet. Yeah, and if you're a spender, you can basically max Lilia, which is, in my opinion, one of the best magic units there is in Season 1. And Velen is first hero in daily deals. So basically, when you're a spender, you can max Lilia pretty early, and then you can go with Velen, and you can farm Velen in daily deals. So really great combo, really big damage, and really easy to access. I am also missing some pairings, which I'm going to show you. This is really like the easiest guide there is. And yeah, for low spenders, you can even buy Lilia, only maxing her first skill, which is probably like $10, and she will be pretty usable at state 5111, which means first skill at max and other skills unlocked. And Voldir is one of the best epic heroes, so that's also advantage that you pick League of Order and you have like access to this really great epic mage, and you can pair him with Lilia, you can pair him with Alvin, really great hero as well. But I'm going to talk about combinations later. Now I'm going to talk mages about mages overall. The disadvantages of mages is they are kind of slow. When you get exposed with mages, you are pretty much done because you always have to take cover with mages. You always have to stand behind infantry and behind archers, I would say, because archers have a shorter range. So that's why you need to take care with mages. You need to move a little bit. Low defense, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. When you get exposed, when you overextend a fight, you are pretty much done. You are pretty much dead. And easily kited, that means that's pretty much summary of the two things above. That means that when you get roamed by cavalry, when you get roamed by, I don't know, the infantry, there is no way to escape. So those are disadvantages. But when you play it smart and when you play it clever, I think you are good. The last thing you can see on this spreadsheet are artifacts, and these artifacts are listed artifacts you can use on mages, which the preferred one are offensive, because with mages, when there is one exception, and I'm going to make video about this exception, and that's supportive mages, but with mages you really want to go damage, you want to deal that splash damage, huge damage, so the best ones are these two. The first one is Phoenix Eye, which deals AoE damage, and the second one is this Inferno Flame, which have passives for Scorch. That's really great on Lilia. This artifact was created for Lilia, and also enhances the normal attacks. So that's really nice because you can use it. I think you can use it on Garrison as well. So that's really nice. And if you can, I'm not sure, but the passives are really great because you can use passives on Garrison as well. On when you are attacking, when you're rallying, and you don't have Husk. This is called Magic Bomb. The Magic Bomb is the best free-to-play artifact for mages because, for me, for example, I am currently at the end of the season 1, and I didn't get Phoenix Eye or Infernal Flame, so that's why I'm using Magic Bomb. Magic Bomb has attack, it has some splash damage as well, and it's really great. For defensive and support artifacts, I'm going to talk about artifacts for mages in separate video. For me, the best one supportive artifact is Breath of Jargentis, but I think it's currently not in the game. Also, I really like Spirit Bangle, which cleanses the debuffs, and these three are kinda when you don't have anything else, they can be good. The Tear of Arbor, it heals your legions, so that could be usable as well. Now I'm going to swap to my other guide and I'm going to talk more about the combinations for mages. Okay, this is another cheat sheet I created for season 1 that's called Best Hero Pairing in season 1. And you can see pretty much all the unit types and their best combinations. I kind of created it a little bit. I don't know how to say it. You can have the budget option even if you play free to play. That's why these commentaries are kinda off. But I know I think when I explain it, you will understand. So the best option for spenders. That means what I was talking about. You buy Lilia, you max Lilia early, you awaken her, you buy Valens from daily deals. This one, I think it's the best of the best. You have a lot of magic damage, you have a lot of splash damage, you have a lot of debuffs. I think this combination is the best. Then you have best option for spenders. Another one is Lilia Husk, and Husk is a hero which is kind of usable for any unit types. You can use him. You can see with Kinara. You can use him with Madeline. You can probably use him with Cavalry as well. I'm missing that option here. And yeah, he enhances the legion size and he enhances your damage. So why not? It's really great as well. You basically create bigger legion march, and that's why it's really strong because you can from 125k units you can go up to above 140k. For the budget option, that means that you can buy Lilia, for example, to 5111 or 55131. That's mine Lilia. It's like spending $20. And you can pair her with Voldir. Voldir, as I said earlier, the Voldir is the best epic hero there is, I would say, maybe arguably with Craig. But yeah, Voldir is pretty good and he's pretty accessible when you play League of Order. You get a lot of shards from the quests. So this combination is really great when you are playing free to play, when you are playing budget, low spender. Not free to play, I'm sorry. You don't have Lilia when you are free to play. So you can go with the budget option. You can spend like $10 on Lilia and she can be usable. She can be usable. Voldir and Felin. So I think these Freeze Mage Bros were meant to be together because of Velin's awakening skills and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about those two in separate video, but I think these two can work really great as well. They enhance themselves with freezing debuffs on enemies, so they enhance their damage as well. And the last thing I have here is Lilia Olvin, because Olvin with his Awakening skill works that he deals bonus damage if target has continuous magic damage on them. And you know what? Lilia has Scorch, which is continuous magic damage. So Alvin Lilia can be really great as well. And I'm going to test it, but I'm saving myself. I'm saving Alvin for another thing. And that's Alvin in this. And I have it in free to play option because in this is obtainable from Dragon Trial. And Alvin is pretty much epic hero, and every epic hero can be accessible by free to play players. Why I have this combination here? Because I really like it on the paper. I never tried it. I'm going to try it because we are going to have these practice fights, and I'm going to try these two. And these two could work for one thing. You can use control tree on Alvin, which means you are debuffing your enemies. You are playing like support debuffers. And in this, on her Q, has the skill that she increased damage dealt to enemy by 20%. And when I'm going to talk about open field fights, you will see how important it is to increase the damage to front lines, because when you are playing open field, mostly it will go down to whose infantry is going to last longer, because when you kill off infantry, all the mages, all the archers are now going to be exposed, and all the cavalries, infantries are going to rush into them. And as I told you earlier, mages are not really kiting ones because they have low march speed and they have low defense. So that's why you need to keep your infantry strong, and that's why I think this combination could work really well. If you want to go damage option, which I mean mages are created for damage, I think you can go with Voldir and Alvin. They can unleash pretty much nice damage. They can also deal some debuffs. This pairing is, I don't think it's the best one. It's Voldir and that's Atias, and you will pretty much cast a lot of rage skills because Alvin enhances the rage generation with his second skill. But I think Alvin in season 1 plus and season 1 and currently in season 1 plus, because only two released heroes in season 1 plus are Freygar and Sindrian. So this one is best combination for Celestials. Celestials are special flying units mages for League of Order, and I don't think there is better combinations for Celestials than these two. Okay, now we are going to talk about which faction is best for going mages. So the first thing, when you are starting the game, I would recommend you going League of Order with mages, because you will get starting hero Voldir, so you will get a lot of shards, free shards for the Voldir. And then you can see the magic units are Vestals, and every mage has these special. Every mage unit has these special passives which actually supports the nearby legions, and every faction have different buff to the legions. So you can see the Vestals increase the nearby HP, the HP of nearby friendly legions. Then you have Spring Wardens, you have the Longleaf Trends, they increase defense of surrounding friendly legions, that's really great as well. And then you have Satyrs, and they increase attack of surrounding friendly legions. That means that only by existing, like only standing there, doing something, mages actually buff your friendly legions. So that's why the mages are the best and most suitable for supports as well, because their kit is meant to be supportive as well. And we can probably check. I am playing now the Orc faction, and we can check the Satyr. And when you click here, you can see that the Satyr's curse grants one surrounding friendly legion attack by 20% for 15 seconds every 3 seconds. That means for 15 seconds you can boost 5 legions for 15 seconds. That's really great. Like 20% attack is really really great. It's a lot of attack, and when you pair yourself with some whale, that means you really enhance the friendly legions, and you can be free to play and you can be really helpful in this game. So that's why I really like mages. And now I'm going to talk about what mages bring for spenders, free to play, and etc. So with accessibility for spenders, low spenders, and free-to-play players, I showed you the artifacts, I showed you the possible hero pairings, I showed you the unique types, and now I am free-to-play player. Should I even bother going mages? Yes, I think for free-to-play players, the mages are the best unit type you can get, and there are a lot of reasons why. You have a lot of range, so you are not that exposed to enemy legions like you are with infantry, so your research does not that matter. Then you have a lot of damage, even when you are free to play, because you deal a lot of AoE damage and you slowly chip down the legions of your enemies. Then you support your friendly legions, for example, your Veil of Friends, just by standing there and granting the buffs from the Satyrs and Longleaf Trends and Vestals. And then you can also play supportive mages, which I will make separate video about, but just to quickly show you, when you go Alvin, you can pick Control Tree, and you can actually get this talent, which silence enemy legions for 2 seconds. There's only 25% chance, but you can prevent casting raid skills for 2 seconds, which is really insane because there is some whale against you and you just silence her skills. And if you imagine, for example, having Madeline in front against you, and you just for 2 seconds you prevent her from casting great skills, you basically prevent her from casting shield, and she will die quicker. So that's why I really like supportive mages for free to play, and I think you don't need damage, you just need survivability. And as I showed you, the best thing with Alvin support is in this, in my opinion, because again, you have this target damage taken bonus by 20%, you increase damage taken by 20%, and it's for 3 legions in frontline, which is really, really insane. So you can actually enhance the damage of your all friendly legions, which are attacking the enemy infantry, by just doing the skills for 2 seconds. And also, you heal lightly wounded units in up to 2 friendly legions surrounding the target. So you heal your infantry while dealing damage, while increasing damage dealt to your enemy. That's why I think in this is not just Gathering Hero, which you should use her for. She has talent with gathering, but as deputy hero, you can use her with Alvin and you can be great support. And I will test this, guys, on the practice fight we will have with my alliance, and I will show you the results. I will show you some graphs, why if that's good or not. But I will make separate video about Alvin in this because I really like the combination. So to like sum it up, yes, for free to play, mages are really great. Are they really usable for spenders and low spenders? The thing is, everything is usable for spenders because you can make the best use of it. If you're a spender, I think your best option is to go for Lilia, because Lilia is, in my opinion, one of the best heroes and one of the best mage heroes in the game. Because I'm going to tell you why. Because her first skill deals great damage, and you have 50% chance to apply Scorch, which deal 200 damage every second for 5 seconds. So that's additional 1000. So you deal 2200 damage over 5 seconds, we could say. Also, you increase the scorches with your normal attack. You can scorch additional targets. Uh, if the target legion is scorched. That means if you scorch target and then you hit normal attack, you have again chance to scorch surrounding enemy targets. So that's really great for open field. And if you awaken Lilia, you add another legion to the splash damage. So that's why I think it's really great to have Lilia, if you're a spender, have her awakened. And she's really easily accessible because the VIP level of maxing Lilia is, I think, level 9, and that's, if you're a spender, that will be okay for you because you are aiming for VIP 8 anyway for the additional research queue. So when you're a spender, you should awaken Lilia and you will have one of the best heroes you can have for mages. Then if you're a spender and the game is in the beginnings and there are no better heroes for maxing, you should pretty much buy the daily deals for Velen, and if you manage to awaken Velen, that's really, really great as well. But the combinations and the pairings for Velen and for the heroes I will talk about it in later videos, so I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, so you can be excited for another video. And for low spenders, actually, I think for low spenders it's quite okay as well. I'm using now the Voldir. You can see I have only 5151 for Voldir because I'm focusing mostly on archers. I have awakened Gwenwyn and I have nearly awakened Greg. But I just got this from like opening golden chests. So Voliere is pretty great. I bought for like $10, like maybe $20, like this state of Lilia, and she's really great as well. So I think even for low spenders, mages are really great as well. And with that said, I think we can end this video here because this video for me was pretty much introducing you to the mages and where can they be usable and which heroes you can use them with. And in next videos, I'm going to talk more about the hero combinations. I'm going to talk more about the skills and talents for the heroes and also about the artifacts. I'm going to create separate video for mage artifacts so you can use them properly and you can only max the right artifact as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. This was my first video ever, so if you like it, like the video. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel, write me a nice comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.